Welcome students. So let's begin unit 4. First we will be studying homogeneous linear equations with constant coefficients. So a homogeneous linear equation with constant coefficients will look like this: del nz del xn plus a1 del nz del xn minus 1 del y plus a2 del nz del xn minus 2 del y square plus so on plus an del nz del yn equal to fxy. So here z is the dependent variable and x and y are independent variables. So you can see that every derivative is of order n, and here a1 a2 an, these are constants. So if we denote the operator del upon del x by capital D and the operator del upon del y by capital D dash, then this equation can be written as dn plus a1 dn minus 1 d dash plus a2 dn minus 2 d dash square plus so on an d dash n z equal to fxy. On the right hand side we have fxy, that's just a function of x and y. Now solution of such an equation consists of two parts. The first part is the complementary function and the second part is the particular integral. Now let us see what are the ways of finding the complementary function. The complementary function is a solution of the equation dn plus a1 dn minus 1 d dash plus so on an d dash n z equal to 0. So for the complementary function we don't take fxy, we replace this by 0. Now this dn plus a1 dn minus 1 d dash plus so on an d dash n, we denote this by phi d d dash. So we have phi d d dash z equal to 0. Now suppose z equal to g y plus mx be the complementary functions. So that means z is a function of y plus mx. Then dz will be m g dash y plus mx. d2z will be m square g double dash y plus mx, so on, and dnz will be mn gn, nth derivative of g y plus mx. Similarly d dash z will be g dash y plus mx, because derivative of this with respect to y is 1. So this is just g dash y plus mx. d dash square z will be g double dash y plus mx, and d dash nz will be gn y plus mx. So dr d dash n minus r. See, every term here is of the type dr d dash n minus r. So this dr d dash n minus r z will be dr of, now d dash n minus r z is g n minus r y plus mx, and dr of this will be mr, and then rth derivative of g n minus r, that means gn y plus mx. So phi d d dash, when we substitute these values in this for r equal to 0, 1, 2 up to n, r equal to n will give us this term, r equal to 1, r equal to n is this term, r equal to 1 is, see, r equal to n means dn, so that is this term. Then r equal to n minus 1 is this term, r equal to n minus 2 is the next term, and r equal to 0 is this term. So this phi d d dash z will be mn plus a1 mn minus 1 plus a2 mn minus 2 plus so on plus an gn y plus mx is 0. So that means we have to find the roots of this polynomial in m. mn plus a1 mn minus 1 plus an equal to 0. This is called the auxiliary equation, and this auxiliary equation is of degree n, so it will have n roots m1 m2 mn, The roots may be repeated or they may be distinct. They may be repeated. So m1, m2, mn are roots of the auxiliary equation, and then the complementary function is z equal to g1y plus m1x plus g2y plus m2x plus gny plus mnx. So you notice that this auxiliary equation is obtained by replacing d with m and d dash with 1 in phi d dash equal to 0. This is our phi d dash. In this we replace d by m and d dash by 1, and then we will get this auxiliary equation. So this is how we find the complementary function. Now if the auxiliary equation has two equal roots, say m is a repeated root, then d minus m d dash square will be a factor of phi d dash, and hence we will have d minus m d dash square of z is 0. So we suppose that d minus m d dash of z is capital G. So when we put this here, we have d minus m d dash of G is d minus m d dash square z, which is 0. So this implies that, see, d minus m d dash G is 0. So by the previous step, we will have capital G equal to G1 of y plus mx. So now this d minus m d dash z is g1 of y plus mx. We are putting here. So dz is del z upon del x, which is p, and d dash z is del z upon del y, so that is q. So this gives us that p minus mq is g1 y plus mx. This is a linear equation of first degree in z, so we can solve it by the Lagrange's method. The subsidiary equations are dx upon 1 is dy upon minus m, and this is dz upon g1 y plus mx. Now when we integrate this, we will have y plus mx is a constant, and dz will be g1 y plus mx dx, and y plus mx is a constant, so this is g1 c1 dx, and hence z will be, because this is constant, so z will be x g1 c1 plus another constant c2. So what is our z now? Z is x g1 of y plus mx, and the second constant c2 we can put as g2 of y plus mx, because y plus mx is a constant. So we are putting c2 equal to g2 c1. So this becomes x g1 y plus mx plus g2 y plus mx. So we can generalize this. If m is a root which is repeated k times, then we will have z equal to g1 y plus mx plus x g2 y plus mx plus x square g3 y plus mx plus so on xk minus 1 gk y plus mx. For example, suppose we have this question that d cube minus d square d dash minus d dash square plus d dash cube x is 0. This is d dash square. So the auxiliary equation will be m cube minus m square minus m plus 1 equal to 0. We are putting d equal to m and d dash equal to 1. So this gives us these roots. M is minus 1 and 1 and 1. So 1 is a repeated root. So our z will be g1 y minus x from here, and this is repeated, so we will have x g2 y plus x plus g3 y plus x. So this is how we find the complementary function. In the next lecture, I shall be explaining to you the methods of finding the particular integral. Particular integral is a solution of this equation phi d dash z equal to fxy. So the particular integral is 1 upon phi d dash fxy. Now this can be computed by factoring phi d dash, or by resolving this into partial fractions, or by expanding it into an infinite series. All these methods I shall be explaining to you in my next lecture.